can you feel the tremor of doubt, 49ers faithful? That unsettling whisper beneath the roar of a 4-1 start? For years, we've ridden the roller coaster of San Francisco's championship aspirations, often fueled by audacious midseason moves. But what if the very architect of those dreams, head coach Kyle Shanahan, is now pumping the brakes, subtly revealing a stark, almost brutal truth about where this team really stands? Is the foundation we believe in as solid as the record suggests? Or are we on the precipice of a reality check delivered straight from a man in charge? The San Francisco 49ers, a franchise synonymous with grit and relentless pursuit of excellence, have kicked off the 2025 season with a commendable 4-1 record, firmly planting themselves atop the NFC West. On the surface, it's a picture of dominance, a testament to their established culture. Yet, in a recent press conference, Coach Kyle Shanahan, known for his measured words, let slip a revelation that has sent ripples of concern and introspection through the fan base. When pressed on whether the current 4-1 squad felt akin to the 2019 team that made a pivotal midseason trade for wide receiver Emmanuel Sanders en route to a Super Bowl appearance, Shanahan's response was a stark, almost chilling contrast. He didn't mince words, stating, "No, I don't feel at all like that. I think at that time we had a Super Bowl defense that was as good as anyone in the league and had probably been for like 10 years, and it was pretty obvious. I thought some of the receivers we were depending on weren't there, and we were playing some rookies, and we thought we needed to add another guy." This isn't just a coach downplaying expectations. It's a profound insight into his assessment of the team's core identity. He's not seeing the same unshakable foundation, particularly on defense, that propelled them to the brink of a Lombardi trophy just a few years ago. It's a quiet part said out loud, a stark admission that this 2025 iteration, despite its winning record, is a fundamentally different beast. To truly grasp the weight of Shanahan's comments, we must rewind to 2019. That year, the 49ers also burst out of the gate, showcasing a dominant defense that Shanahan himself described as good as anyone in the league and had probably been for like 10 years. It was a unit that suffocated opponents, creating turnovers and dictating the pace of every game. The offense, while potent, had a clear, identifiable need, a veteran presence at wide receiver to complement their burgeoning talent. The trade for Emmanuel Sanders was a surgical strike, a one-move-away gamble that paid off handsomely. Sanders immediately elevated the passing game, providing a reliable target and invaluable experience. The team surged, clinching the number 1 seed in the NFC and making a deep run to the Super Bowl, only to fall short in a late collapse. That 2019 team had a clear identity, a defined strength, and a precise weakness that could be addressed. Shanahan's current assessment suggests a more complex, perhaps more fragile, situation. He's not seeing that Super Bowl defense as a given, nor is there a single, obvious piece that would transform them into an undeniable contender. This isn't just about roster holes, it's about the very essence of the team's competitive identity. The 2019 squad felt like a finely tuned machine missing a specific cog. The 2025 team, despite its wins, might be a collection of talented parts still searching for its ultimate purpose. The current 49ers roster, while talented, is undeniably battered. The season-ending knee injury to defensive superstar Nick Bosa has left a gaping chasm in their pass rush, a unit that has struggled to generate consistent pressure ever since. General Manager John Lynch has openly admitted to exploring trade discussions for pass rushers, names like Trey Hendrickson or Bradley Chubb floating as potential saviors. Yet, Shanahan's caution about hurting us next year by giving up valuable draft capital underscores the precarious balance the front office faces. Is a rental worth mortgaging the future for a team that isn't a guaranteed Super Bowl contender? Beyond the pass rush, other potential holes riddle the roster. The team has been banged up and injured on both sides of the ball, forcing backups into prominent roles and testing the depth of the squad. While their resilience has been admirable, it also raises questions about sustainability. Can a team consistently win tight, one-score games when key contributors are sidelined and the defensive pressure isn't consistently there? The current 4-1 record, while impressive, feels like a tightrope walk, a testament to their fighting spirit rather than overwhelming dominance. Shanahan's comments are a cold splash of water on the fiery optimism, a reminder that the path to championship glory is paved with more than just wins. It requires a complete, healthy, and undeniably elite roster. This brings us to the uncomfortable question Shanahan's comments implicitly pose. Are the 2025 49ers truly good enough to warrant a big trade? The analytics are telling. All 4 of their wins have been one-score games. While winning close contests demonstrates mental toughness, it also suggests a lack of consistent, overwhelming superiority. It's a fine line between clutch performance and simply getting lucky. An objective observer might argue that had a few plays gone differently, this team could just as easily be 1-4 or 2-3. This isn't to diminish their accomplishments, but to highlight the razor-thin margins they've been operating within. The internal dialogue within the organization must be intense. If the wins keep coming, the pressure on Lynch to make a splash will become immense. He's never shied away from bold moves in the past, but the calculus this year is different. The team's current state, with its injury woes and Shanahan's cautious assessment, makes any significant trade a high-stakes gamble. Conversely, if San Francisco falters in the coming weeks and limps into the trade deadline, then the expectation of reinforcements should probably be tempered. This team is on a knife's edge, and their performance in the immediate future, starting with their upcoming game against Tampa Bay, will be a defining moment in determining their true identity and the front office's willingness to push all their chips to the center of the table. The journey for the 2025 San Francisco 49ers is far from over, but Shanahan's candid remarks have cast a new light on their path. This isn't just about winning games. It's about proving their mettle, demonstrating that they possess the championship DNA that Shanahan believes was so evident in 2019. The upcoming schedule will be a crucible, testing their depth, their resilience, and their ability to overcome adversity. Every snap, every drive, every game will be scrutinized not just for the outcome, but for the underlying performance that speaks to their true potential. For the fans, it's a moment of introspection. Do we trust the 4-1 record, or do we heed the subtle warnings from the coach? The emotional investment in this team runs deep, and the desire for another Super Bowl run is palpable. But Shanahan's realism serves as a crucial counterpoint, urging us to look beyond the surface and assess the true strength of this squad. The balance between short-term gain and long-term stability has never been more delicate, and the decisions made in the coming weeks will undoubtedly shape the trajectory of this franchise for years to come. So, 49ers faithful, where do you stand on this revelation from Kyle Shanahan? Does his cautious assessment temper your Super Bowl hopes? Or do you believe this team has the grit to defy expectations and force the front office's hand? Can they overcome the injuries and perceived shortcomings to truly become a championship contender? We're genuinely eager to hear your thoughts on this complex situation. Drop your predictions, your frustrations, and your unwavering belief in the comments below. If you're as invested as we are in the unfolding drama of the 49ers season, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more in-depth analysis and passionate discussions.